By now, everybody knows Greg Abbott, governor of Texas, is COVID positive. He's infected with COVID. The maskless man got infected. You know what? I want you to listen to this piece, and then we'll take it on the other side, because this is rather important to understand the psychopathy of this person. Check this out. We'll take it on the other side.
AB, we indeed wish Governor Abbott the best, and yet this is on brand, as you write about DeSantis of Florida. DeSantis is not leading Florida out of catastrophe. Rather, he is fighting for fighting's sake, because somehow he thinks it will help him become president, and he knows people are dying because of it. AB, I got about 60 seconds left. Did you ever guess that to win the MAGA base's affections, it might require policies that could make people sick and perhaps make people die?
And keep people without COVID out of the hospital when they desperately need medical care, like cancer patients and everybody else. Governor Abbott is deep into daily testing and Regeneron, even though he has no symptoms, which means that he fears what COVID can do to you. He's had his third booster shot. So the mask and fighting mask mandates is the mascot of the front line of the culture battle. And that's why he and DeSantis are digging in, because it is that powerful with their base, even though they know it's breaking their hospital capacity, causing more infection and more death, and will create the next mutation that outruns the vaccine more than the Delta variant right now. So this is something that they are completely aware of, a disease that they fear, that they're vaccinated against, though they continue to do this sheerly because of the base and the culture war.
Now, here's the truth. You cannot help but understand. You cannot help but come to the conclusion that Greg Abbott is a psychopath. This is the guy who knows that in the state of Texas, we have the worst insurance in the country, health insurance in the country. We have more uninsured than any other state in the union. There is something called the Medicaid expansion to the Affordable Care Act that we are already paying for as Texans. Whether you like it or not is immaterial. We are already paying for that as Texans. We have a pandemic that's killing people. This guy is not allowing people in different jurisdictions to allow their folk to force their folks to wear masks to ensure that others don't get infected. This guy's party has purposefully lied to his people, lied with data, lied with all this stuff to make them believe the things they believe about COVID. So he's getting them sick, he's not affording them health care, and he himself is a personal super spreader. I want you to take a look at this, because if you take a look at this is a Houston Chronicle article. Governor Greg Abbott tests positive for COVID after jam-packed maskless GOP event. This is where he was yesterday. Check out that picture. He's out there, no mask, hanging with people without a problem. And if you think that is some excuse, that is him on August 7th, playing the fiddle and hanging with older folk that could have breakthroughs. That is a walk-in murderer. Now, we can continue. Look at the guy. He continues. He knows better. But you know the one thing that this guy has? He has great health care. You know what health care he's on right now? He is on the same thing that Donald Trump got. That there's not enough in the country to give everybody that's getting infected. So here is a guy promoting not wearing masks, telling people personal responsibility is what he supports. But is he showing personal responsibility by not being a spreader, by not being somebody who's likely infected quite a few people after he has gotten infected himself? This is what we're talking about. This is psychopath material. And if one cannot see that, and again, Many people want to blame all our brothers and sisters that they believe these crazy things about COVID. They believe these crazy things about the mask, etc. But you know what? If you have a leader, if you are in a church, if you are in an institution where it is generally speaking that you trust the leader, that leader can take you down the wrong path. And the evidence is all there. The hospitals are packed. When we followed restraint, when we followed the rules, we brought the curve down. Now, our hospitals are saturated. We are killing people not only from COVID, but from those people who will have strokes and don't have the appropriate care because the nurses are overworked. For those who have heart attacks, for those who are in car accidents, your kids. Folks, we need to disregard these psychopaths that have become our leaders, that too many of us have elected. First of all, we have to he's right. We have to take personal responsibility, disregard the psychopaths, and in the next election, ensure that the psychopaths are not again elected. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.